This is a demonstration video on an EAM Mosca TRC-3. This machine has a 900 millimeter by 600 millimeter arch. That's about 36 by 31 and a half tall. It was built in 2007, and they called this machine the high-speed unit because they went from the older silver shaft drive motors to these new ones that were featured in the TRC-5. They have the modular plug on it. Supposedly these are nicer and faster, but they don't seem like they're that much faster to me. It features a factory compression unit that has no leaks. As you can hear, there's no hissing sound coming from it. We sanded it smooth, put epoxy on all of the bare metal, and then gave it a coat of hardened urethane enamel. All the bearings and the rollers, the conveyor rollers, have been changed, including these, which have shafts through them, so they're harder to do. Then what we do is we flip all of the rollers so that we take the slightly worn side and put it over here, and the belt's over here, so then the belt can grab better on a brand new surface. We also replaced all the bearings in the drive assembly down here, which is, for the uninitiated, it's a bit of a job. It usually takes about a day to do that and the rollers. The unit also features, this is kind of a rare bird, is the dual dispenser option. This dual dispenser will allow you to put two reels on at once. Once this reel is finished, you take off this one. They both work on the same controller. So that's a pretty nifty thing, and I think that's like a $1,200 option. It also has the auto blowout option, which is a second solenoid that has its own air that blows up to the head and keeps the head clear of strap dust and corrugated dust or whatever gets in there. It just elongates the period between the intervals between maintenance where you have to take it out of service. So that's also like a $1,000 plus option too from Mosca. This machine, everything in it is in working order. You can see the lights all work, all the buttons, everything works as it should. There's nothing broken, because that's what I do, is fix them. So after the demo, I'll cut the strap and show you the auto feed option, because that's very nice to have. Not all machines will do it because there's mechanical pieces involved, and a lot of times used machines that doesn't work. So I always like to cut the strap and show that it works. First we'll do just regular strapping with the button. You can also, it has a port for a foot pedal. I have those available at extra cost. Then we can also put it on automatic. I have these turned down to a somewhat slower speed. If requested, you can also cut the corners on these arch supports right here and gain an extra 3.5 inches, so we can get 39.5 inches. I have some corrugated customers where that extra 3.5 inches is greatly appreciated. That's what she said. Now put the compactor on. You see everything works as it should. Compactor off, and that off. And the way the auto feed, when we get to the end of the reel, got to be careful, make sure this is off because it hurts when it that's what the machine just realized with that B7 sensor that causes everybody trouble. Just realize that it's out of strap. So at this point, you can either put a new reel on the machine, or with a standard machine, you just put a new reel on. And you got to go to maintenance or go to your warehouse and say, need a reel of strap. Oh, we forgot to order it. So here, which is also my specialty, which is delivering strap because people forgot to order it. And one of the tricks with doing the auto function is to make sure you got a big loop so it can get up to the head. Because at first it shoots up to the head, then it stops, then the head grabs it, shoots it around the track, then it fills up the accumulator. So it all has to be done in a proper order. Another important thing is not to go over top of these little steel bars that they have on the roller. So this one I'm going to go under this lower one and then under the upper one. The dual dispenser makes it a little harder to do, but not too bad. Put it down the chute. And sometimes when you're putting it down the chute, you have to take the lever and move it up and down just to make sure that the strap can get between the two rollers. Now at this point, if I tried to do that with a little short piece like this, I'm also making sure that there's no twists in the strap. This machine is designed to use the curve of the strap, and if you do it the other way, it's more likely to get caught. I'm just going to give myself a nice big loop so that the strap can make it up to the head on the first try. And then that sound at the end is the sweet sound, the whipping sound, where it's made it around the track. And that's the auto feed function. So as you can see, everything works on this machine, including the auto feed, including the attached blower. So this machine is in fine shape. It's ready for production. It's ready to be shipped. We can get it palletized and shipped probably within about 2 or 3 working days. Thank you for viewing.